All right, you're listening to the Table 12 Podcast. Danny Barr, Paul Marino, and Rob Klein on the board. Gentlemen.
How's it going, man?
Good afternoon.
We're coming up on our 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year's next week?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Next Monday?
Well, it's this week.
I thought it was until August.
Well, the end of this week is August, right?
Well, so Saturday is August, not
right.
the end of the week.
Well, that's the end of this week.
That's the end of the week.
Saturday's the last day of the week.
Let me ask you something. Do you do your weeks Sunday to Sunday or Saturday to Saturday?
No, Sunday to Saturday.
Saturday, right? That's what I meant.
The week. Look at your calendar.
I know, but I don't like the way
Sunday.
it does that way.
I go Monday to Sunday.
Take it up with Julius Caesar.
And then there's some digital calendars. They start on the far left with a Monday.
I go Monday to Sunday. That's how I go.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter.
But you're a rebel.
Yeah, well, I always thought the week started on Monday. It ended on
the
Sunday.
The work
for me.
week starts on Monday, unless you work in restaurants.
Well, the thing is when I went to work on Monday, I know I had to work all the way to Sunday to get a day off. Then I started again on Monday. So my
if you worked all the way to Sunday, when was your day off?
Sunday. I worked till Saturday night.
Sunday.
And Sunday was my day off.
Gotcha.
And I would try to fit everything I could during the day and that on Sunday when I was younger. And then Monday I had to go back and do another 6 days. Then I was working at night.
Since I've known you, all I've heard about is how many jobs. You had more jobs than a Haitian.
Hey, look, I've worked in
here we go.
We don't want to go there on the resume? Okay. I worked for Craig Stereos. I worked delivering, selling cars.
We've all had jobs. I sold
jewelry.
Cars. I just don't talk about it. I got nothing to prove.
Well, you brought up my resume. I don't know if I thought that's what you wanted me to. I thought you wanted me to.
No,
bring it up.
I brought it up in the sense that I really didn't want to hear it again.
Okay.
So Dan,
I didn't give you the whole thing, so I stopped. So we don't want to.
So Dan,
yes,
it's too bad you weren't with us yesterday because we were at table 12 at the cottage.
Oh, I wasn't
on
invited.
A Monday.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Nobody was invited.
Nobody was invited, but everybody showed up. So. Paul, why don't you tell them about your trip?
No, this is it's agonizing.
No, it's not agonizing.
I'm supposed to be going on. I told you about the reunion, class reunion, Danny. I think I told you.
No, I don't think so.
I think I did. Didn't I bring it up once before?
I don't know.
But
yesterday was the first I heard.
Oh, you did bring that up, yeah.
So I'm researching hotels because I don't know what I want to do. Because
when is it?
Since it's sometime in the near future.
Well, I mean, is it after beach season or is it during beach season?
It's like at the end. It's at the end of the summer sometime. I'm not sure yet.
Do you know what month
it is? September? Is it after Labor Day?
I can't disclose when it is because.
Well, what is it? What are you afraid of paparazzi?
There'd be criminals possibly. They listen to the show. They know.
Can you just say is it before or after Labor Day?
I can't divulge that.
It's after Labor Day because you just slipped with September.
I can't divulge it.
Oh, stop!
I don't know when people are going to be. You got to be careful.
Mine's September 12th.
How many years?
45.
All right.
And it's in Franklin. It's at the Franklin Fire Pavilion.
Yeah, mine's far away.
So I'm not worried about, fans and paparazzi like you are.
I don't have any paparazzi problems. Anyway, that's really not the part of the story.
Is it that you don't remember?
No.
It's about where he wants to stay.
So
and he told us all where he's going to stay.
I'm trying to research different hotels.
What are you, Elvis? You got to.
I don't look. The last time I went to Syracuse,
what do you book 3 different hotels and nobody knows where you're staying?
Yeah, and I'm using Ramon as my last
name.
Phil
Ramon, right? I was just going to say you should do Phil Ramon.
You should actually do that this time. Book 3 hotels and pick the one you want after you go visit
I might book a second hotel because I think
you're going to have to based on the one you picked as your primary.
Well, they told me that the Hilton has a good rating. It was Hilton down in,
but it's in Lakewood,
and these guys.
You don't want to stay in Lakewood.
No,
I told them that.
You don't want to stay in Lakewood, man.
Oh, man. Why didn't you guys tell me this stuff? I brought it up before.
Because you won't even tell us the date.
Not you. The other guys, Artie and all these guys. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's a Monday morning quarterback. Don't stay in Lakewood.
Well, nobody's a Monday morning quarterback. You didn't tell us where you're going to stay. And
I'm canceling the whole
trip. If you would have said that.
I'm not even going.
Oh,
we would have said no.
That wouldn't surprise me anyway. But
now what do? I have to go down and search out hotels.
No, you'd use
Well, obviously,
why is it the hotel? I'm only going to be there. I'm not going there for.
You don't want to go to Lakewood.
You don't want to stay in Lakewood.
And it's still, Dan, get this. It's not like it's close. It's like 17 miles away from where the reunion is.
Well,
which is down in Bayville.
It's 20 minutes.
Oh, the reunion's in Bayville. So apparently other people know where this is. You just don't want to tell.
Oh, I'm telling you where. I'll tell you where the place is. I just don't know what the date is. I'd have to go home and look.
So you don't remember the date, but you didn't want to admit that.
No, I remember the date. I just
so
don't
you
want to
dodged
disclose,
the question.
I don't want to disclose the date.
You dodged the question.
What's the question I dodged?
The date.
Yeah, the date's irrelevant at this point.
Well, not if you're booking a hotel down the shore.
Well, I can
because if it was August, it would be difficult to book a room. If it's September, the season's over. It's a little kids are back in school. A little easier to book a room.
Yeah,
Paul. Did you ever think that's why you got a hotel in Lakewood?
It's the end of September.
Easily?
Yeah.
You want to stay in Lakewood, man. Right, Dan?
Yeah, we established that.
Okay.
I wish you guys would have told me that before.
But if you do stay in Lakewood, I know 3 cops there. Then I'll give them a heads up that you're there, and maybe they could do crowd control outside the employee entrance of the hotel.
Maybe you can give them one of your shirts.
I'm canceling it when I go home tonight. Canceling the trip.
He's not going to give up one of his free shirts. Which one is he going to give him? A New Jersey Council of Mayors or Hamburg Fire Department?
Hamburg Fire Department.
Okay.
See, now I got something I got to do now. Now it's ruined everything.
Oh, man.
I'm thinking it's a
We
Hilton.
just blew your schedule up.
Is Wall Township any good?
That's too far away. Why don't you
I don't know there's no.
My aunt was in the state psychiatric hospital in Bayville. They might have a room for you. I was there. It used to be
Can
a
I
hotel.
ask you a question?
Very Art Deco.
I don't like, I tried to stay at a place in Syracuse. It didn't work out. I couldn't stay there. I don't want to pick a place that I never heard of the name,
But
that's the problem. So
more important than that is not the name of the hotel.
So-
it's where it is.
Didn't the reunion committee...
They did a terrible job.
Regardless, did they send out recommendations of hotels?
Well, somebody told me a few.
No, in the invitation.
No, but I called somebody.
How many people could possibly be going to this?
Yeah, how many people could still be alive?
Well, there's
That's what I'm saying.
28 that are gone, but I think they got 45 or 50 people.
28's not... How many years? 50?
50. I got 50 people going,
50.
I think.
We're at like 23.
I think
At
there's
45.
50.
I stopped going after my fifth.
50 doesn't mean 50 members, so it might be 75 or 100 people.
I don't think so.
You said 28 are gone.
Yeah. We had, I don't know
Okay.
I can't remember the
It's
exact
50
number.
years since you graduated.
Yes.
Class of 76.
Yeah.
See, I did the math.
Right.
I mean, how many of those people are mobile?
We have 23.
A lot of people in
We have 23 gone at 45 years.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah, it
Who
sucks.
keeps track of that?
Well, when you're on a reunion committee.
yeah, they tell you.
I'm the reunion committee. So, I keep track of it, my friend Julie.
Of course you are.
Well, I always have been.
You don't understand.
Of course
this
you
guy,
have.
This guy was a big man on campus back then, Danny.
In Hamburg?
Sure he was. In this area?
This
guy was known.
I went to Sussex Tech.
But he was known.
Known.
Hey, but these guys bartended at the Playboy Club.
Danny, when you went to Tech, did they have the pool?
Yes.
Did they not have the pool and then built the pool?
Correct.
So did
The
you
pool-
ever get to
The pool.
use the pool?
Yes, 4 years. The pool opened in September of 77.
And when did you graduate?
81.
Oh.
We were the first class to have it for all 4 years.
I thought you were way older than me.
Oh,
He just looks at
I'm flattered. Thanks. Bald don't crack, man. I don't look old. Fat don't
That's
crack
not
either.
the saying, but I'm not going to say the saying because it's politically incorrect.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. Fat don't crack.
Yeah, okay.
Bald don't crack.
Okay.
I've
I've
looked the same for 25 years.
I already sent the money in. Now I have to cancel the trip.
No, you don't have to cancel the trip. Just stay at a different hotel.
Yeah, just find another hotel.
Stay at the
man.
hotel on 37. It's nice. It has a pool.
What's the name of it?
I don't remember. I'll look it up. While
The
you guys are
Clarion?
jabbering away, it'll keep
What are you-
give me something to do.
What
so
do we
I'm
have to
awake.
do it for you?
Well, somebody. I looked. At,
Well,
I
no,
looked
there
at
is a
all these
Clarion there.
hotels.
That's not the one I'm talking about.
I had all of these. I did research on this for 3 weeks, and I came up with this.
Well, apparently you should have gotten advice.
I tried to ask people. Nobody really paid attention. Nobody
I just
really
spent
paid
30
attention.
years driving all over the state of New Jersey.
Nobody paid attention
You
when I
don't
asked the
think-
question.
you
I
don't
brought
think you
this
could
thing up
ask?
for months. I brought it up.
You never brought it up to me.
I brought it up to you. I told him I'm trying
You
to
said you
find
had
a
a high
hotel.
school reunion. I had no idea where it was.
Well, how you had?
You
Well,
didn't
you
tell
still
me you
don't
were
know
looking
the
for a
date.
hotel. You didn't tell me anything. You just said, I happen to mention to you, I'm working on my 45-year reunion. And you went, oh, yeah, I got 50. Okay, you win. I didn't know it was a competition.
It wasn't a competition. I just don't know where we're going to stay now.
Would you like my help?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll do that.
I appreciate it.
Tomorrow, I'll find you a hotel.
But now, see, I look at things on the internet. See, that it's very deceiving.
Well, try Googling the town, and they might tell you the crime rate.
I did all of that.
They might tell you the
crime
crime
rate?
rate. Yes.
One of them is the Clarion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where my friends are staying, but I didn't know if I should stay there or not.
Why don't you want to stay with your friends?
Why wouldn't you want to?
Because I don't know what I don't know what the place is
You
like.
are a miserable son of a bitch.
No, I don't know what the place is like.
Well, your friends are staying there.
It's not the. Well, they don't know where they're coming from California.
You just said it doesn't
my
matter.
God.
You're only staying overnight because you were ready to stay in Lakewood.
There I go, back on third again.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Just book a room where your friends are staying.
I might
You'll
just
have a
drive
good
down
time.
and just for the day.
I could check availability for you.
That's
if
what
you
you want to
give me the
do.
date.
It's what you want to do. Go to your reunion and drive 2.5 hours coming home.
He's got to give me
I
the
drove to
date.
Syracuse for one day.
Because you're nuts. And you're miserable. You're curmudgeon.
I don't think I'm miserable at all. I don't know why you keep saying that. I don't like that people say that either, because I'm not. I'm just not easy to travel. Traveling is not my.
You're not easy to get along with.
No, my traveling.
You don't play well with others.
No, traveling is a problem for me.
There's a place.
Does it make you miserable?
What?
Traveling. Does it make you miserable?
If I don't have
does it make? It's a yes or no.
If I don't have a top-notch hotel,
Senator, it's a yes or no question.
If I don't have a top-notch hotel, it's got to be top shelf.
Does traveling
Everything
make you
with
miserable?
me's got to be top shelf.
Can you just answer my question? Stop dodging me. Does traveling make you miserable?
If I have a good hotel, no.
God.
I got to have a good hotel. You know,
apparently you're not very good at picking one out.
This is a big trip going down the shore. I haven't gone down. Yes. I haven't gone that far. Well, I went to every trip I go on becomes a disaster.
I got it solved for you. There's a place called the Sea Palace Inn in Seaside Heights, and it has heart-shaped tubs.
I don't need a heart-shaped tub. That's what I need now at this stage of the game.
I wouldn't stay in Seaside Heights either.
No, I wouldn't either, but I like the heart-shaped tub.
I'm just going to have to cancel it. That's all.
Oh, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
There's a Days Hotel at Wyndham, Tom's River. Very nice.
We'll talk tomorrow.
All right, good. Because this is gone on too long.
Gone on too long.
I'm not sleeping.
I like Rob's participation in this segment, though. He was active today.
He's awake.
No, because you got so upset about it yesterday. I just had to bring it back to life a little bit.
I can't. Everybody, it's
okay.
So what else you got, Dan?
I planned my trip to Philadelphia. Going very smooth.
Yeah, it's kind of far though, but a little further.
It's the same distance.
All right.
But no, everything's fine. Got our dinner reservations done. We've got tours booked. Everything ready to go. Not that tough.
Okay.
You have any questions for me about my trip?
Well, you already told me last week. You told me you had a tour of it was on last week's show. Did you listen to last week's show?
I did.
Yeah, you told me you have a tour. You got everybody staying in the same hotel. You got a tour of the whole historic area. You're going in for a cheesesteak and
No, not having. I don't eat cheesesteaks.
All right.
What's the other weird thing you don't eat?
He doesn't eat hamburgers.
Yeah.
Right. It's okay.
Never had a hamburger. I don't think.
No, I had one. That's how I know I don't like it.
All right.
I don't know.
And and when I was a kid, I didn't like something. My father would say, "Well, you have to acquire a taste." He used to say that about Scotch. I never understand that. Either it's good or not. What you're going to suffer eating something over and over again until the point where it just doesn't bother you anymore?
Well, here's where I go along with you because I've always hated mashed potatoes. I can't stand them since I was a kid, and I'll never eat them. So it's the same. Yeah, I knew I never liked.
You know what it is, and I
like baked potato.
You know what it is, and I didn't like mashed potatoes as a kid. I like them now. I love them now.
Okay,
but I like the way my wife makes them. I don't like the way my mother makes them.
It's the consistency, right?
It's texture.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how I feel about chopped meat.
Right.
Hamburgers, meatballs, meatloaf. It's the texture. I like beef. I like meat.
Yeah.
But it's a texture thing.
Kathy doesn't like oatmeal.
Do you know I've never had oatmeal?
How about porridge?
But
You
let me.
like, you like
it's the
porridge?
same thing.
Cream of wheat, no good. Or grits.
Porridge
No.
is oatmeal in a nursery rhyme. That's all that means. But yeah, let me tell you this. I'll tell you why I've never had oatmeal.
Can't wait.
My father and his sister and brother were put into city homes, orphanages in Patterson when my dad was 7. And for 3 meals a day, it's all he had was oatmeal. And when he got married, he said to my mother, don't ever bring oatmeal into the house. I never want it again. So because of that, my sisters and I never had oatmeal growing up because my father had it in the orphanage. And it's like the Little Rascals bit, you know?
Yeah.
Don't drink the milk,
Yeah.
why it's spoiled. You
Yeah.
know, that was how my dad grew up. And so that's why to me, oatmeal and applesauce and anything like that, cream corn, that's all stuff I'll have in the nursing home.
Yeah, I don't like.
Why eat it now?
You're right.
I have good teeth. I'm going to chew. So
I don't like any of that stuff either.
But yeah, honestly, Rob, that's why I never had oatmeal.
Okay.
Now,
that makes sense.
do you feel bad now being sarcastic about me telling this story when I talked about my father's abandonment and having to grow up in an orphanage?
Absolutely.
Because I think you should feel a little bad.
I
Because you had this indifferent, dismissive tone into your voice when you said,
mean
can't
like the
wait.
tone you have all the time?
I never have that. I don't dismiss anybody.
Okay.
I don't know. Wow.
Yeah,
That's-
I don't know. Maybe Paul should weigh in on that.
I don't know. We're going to go on a limb. I don't think I can go on a limb.
No, if I'm bored by your story, I'll tell
Well,
you.
I mean,
I'm not dismissive of it.
You're saying that you're not condescending?
When it's necessary.
Okay, well,
There you
that's
go.
fair.
When it's necessary.
That's fair. That's a fair.
When's it
assessment.
necessary, Dan?
Whenever he doesn't like what we're saying.
Exactly.
Hey, you're the one that said whenever I start a story, you feel like you need to shave again.
Yeah, I don't remember when I said that.
That was pretty
though. Was that-
condescending.
Yeah. Well, I said it, but I don't just say that to you.
But I thought it was funny when you said it to me. So, but my skin's thicker than most.
He's never said it to me.
It's because you don't tell any stories, Rob.
I tell lots of
You
stories.
can't get through them.
He brought a lot to the table today so far. I'm hoping that it continues, though.
Well, we're going to go on to sports.
Let's go.
So Rob will get right
that
in
way
on
I
that.
can go to
Yeah, he'll be
take
in
my
it.
nap.
Rob will get, as long as we don't talk about pop culture, sports, or politics. Rob's
music.
Or music. Rob's all in.
And that's coming from
And he's a
guy who-
producer.
He's a producer of
Right.
music.
If it's not Night Ranger or who's on the wall?
Eddie Van Halen's up there.
Eddie Van Halen's
Oh, yeah,
up there.
Those are new.
What's
Well,
that band that you
That
went
was
out
a Rascal
to see?
Flats.
Yeah,
And
Rascal
Rascal
Flatts.
Flats is
Right.
up there. Yep.
But I'm impressed seeing Eddie Van Halen up there. And Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
And who's the third one? I can't see it from here. Looks like Kiss. Is that Kiss?
Yep.
Wow.
All right, we pretty much
All
gave you
right.
the whole room. All right.
Okay.
And there's an autographed picture of Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox in the bathroom.
Which is
Oh.
right where it belongs.
Oh boy, no, those are fighting words.
Now you have an autographed picture of Michael J. Fox in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Are you afraid people looking at that will miss the toilet? And
No. It's in there for a reason.
I couldn't resist.
Maybe you've never toured the
That's- you know
bathroom
what that
because then
is?
you would know the reason.
That's an ambitious way of making sure that you hit your mark.
There you go. It's inspiration.
Yeah.
So let's get to sports, Paul.
All right, let's go. You have something you want to bring up first?
How about LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron. yeah.
Oh man,
This guy, he's too much.
he just can't make a move you approve of.
No,
can
no. First of all, the guy, all he does is pick where he's got to get 2 or 3 superstars, and he's got to go to another place.
He's going for a ring.
He's going for another
He's
ring.
taking $4 million a year. $4 million a year. He spends that on Amazon.
Yeah, but I think
He
I
wants a
forget-
ring.
Did we figure out yesterday, Rob? Didn't we figure out how much he makes off the court?
Yeah, I thought it was 89
Eight-
million.
Oh yeah,
$9
no,
million a
we're
year.
not talking about that.
He's
though.
not. Yeah, but I mean, everybody thinks they're a lock now because he went to the Sixers. Now, I mean, first of all, let's just get right down to brass tacks here. The Boston Celtics messed up the entire Eastern Conference by trading Jaylen Brown in the division, not to the West Coast, and they didn't even get a return on a player like Jaylen Brown, who's a MVP candidate.
Where did he go?
He went to the Sixers.
Oh.
So that's why LeBron. So now that LeBron got Embiid, Maxey, They didn't even give up their rookie from last year, who was Edge Blown. I think his name is Edge Blown, something like that. They should have had him come back in the trade. At least they got the 2 first-round picks, and they got Paul George, who's an aging veteran, making a lot of money, and they didn't get the rookie. Okay, and they made the team that knocked them out last year without LeBron and Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was on the Celtics stronger, which enticed LeBron to go there because Jaylen Brown was there and Embiid's there, Maxi's there. But
It's the Sixers, man.
what do you mean?
He went to the mortal enemy.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, what am I going to get greedy now because we won a championship? But
Yes.
let's not stack the deck. It's ridiculous.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Right.
Same thing they did at the Heat when he went to the Heat.
Well, then he went to Cleveland. Then he won in L.A. with the Lakers.
Right.
But he's got a 2-year deal. These guys always get hurt. I mean, it's not a lock just because he's there. First of all, there's only one basketball.
Well, it's why
You don't-
they play the game.
But you don't play with two. Okay.
I came up with that.
With what?
That's why they play the
That's
game.
why they play the game. You can't win on paper. Is that
That's
you
right.
came up with that?
I came
I've
up
seen
with
that a lot.
Well, I've been around a while.
But anyway, Embiid is hurt. He misses half the season. Now, yeah, is he going to start out maybe okay? Those things don't work that often, okay? But let's see what happens. I mean, I just don't like it. Now I'm going to be a Knicks fan, and anybody who plays the 76ers, I'm going to be rooting for too.
Will you
all year
acknowledge that I won the bet again?
Which bet?
That he wasn't going to the Knicks.
Yeah, you've said that since 2010. Yeah, you won.
And I've been right every
You've been
time.
right every time. And I wasn't expecting it.
He doesn't want to come to New York.
But wait a minute, Dan. He would have came there if the Knicks didn't win the championship last year, and he would have wanted to been the missing piece. He wants to be the missing piece. If the Knicks did not win that championship last year, he would have went to the Knicks, and they had the room. They could have gave him 2 years, $8 million. In fact, they still
I don't
have
think
that.
he wants to play in New York. Not everybody wants to
He
play
wants
in New
to
York.
be all about him. Now it's going to be
Right.
they're going there.
And he comes to New York, and that's Jalen Brunson's team.
Yeah, especially since they already won. Since they won now, it's Jalen Brunson. The other thing is, Jaylen Brown, I don't think is happy that he's there, which we'll see how that plays out. He wanted to be more of the guy. Now, there's only one. Now, you got everybody else, and you got this guy taking away the spotlight. I don't care. I thought he should have went to the Warriors, or he should have went back to Cleveland. And Cleveland's in the East anyway.
He's the kind of guy that he has no loyalty.
No.
Except to himself. But he wants to go to the team that's set up the best to get him a ring because he's chasing Jordan.
He gets 2 rings. He's got 6.
He's chasing Jordan because the GOAT conversation, he always loses that.
He's always going to lose that. I don't care.
I agree.
I don't care if he gets to 6.
I don't even think he's number 2.
Jordan never missed. Never.
Right.
He won with different teams in Chicago. Personnel changed from the first 3 to the last 3 wins.
He made other players Hall of Famers.
Yeah, exactly.
LeBron doesn't
No,
do
he
that.
He doesn't do that. Very, very good analogy. I like that one, Dan.
Thank you.
Very good job on that. So I don't like it because I think that the NBA. Look. We talked about this even during the playoffs. I'm not happy with the officiating. I'm not happy the way the NBA carries themselves. Now Wemby's the next star. Well, wait a minute. Who just won the championship and made them look sick? Jalen Brunson. So they fabricate their star players, and but that's sports.
I don't know what.
2026.
I honestly, I watched all the playoffs this year for the first time in my life. I don't know what the fascination with Wemby is. I just don't. I think he's a dirty player.
He's a dirty player. He's a sore head.
And he misses, which he did this year, the big shot.
Yeah.
And he missed it. That's a shot Jordan makes every time.
He missed more than one big shot because look, and that's the other thing when we talked about this.
But he missed a game winner.
If the game would have ended, I don't know if you saw this quote. I don't remember the guy's name. Just assistant coach for San Antonio, who just got hired by Orlando. I don't know his name. He said if the games were only 45 minutes long, we'd have won 4 straight. And
That's-
they gave him a job in Orlando after saying that.
Well, listen, if football games were 3 quarters, the Giants
Yes.
would have went 12-4. Then
Last
12
year,
and-
you're right. You're right. They would have went 12-4
right,
if the game ended at the end of the third quarter.
right.
So,
That's a stupid comment.
and the guy on Cleveland said the same thing. We dominated the series. You lost 4 straight.
Spoken like someone who lost.
And that guy's name is Atkinson. I remember his name, Kenny Atkinson. We dominated the series. You lost 4 straight.
Right.
So that's basketball. In a
They had
nutshell,
him
Dan.
right where they wanted him, and then it slipped away.
The Knicks are bringing back, as we spoke, they're bringing back everybody except Mitchell Robinson, who went to the Celtics, and they got one spot left that they're going to add somebody. But so they're bringing the whole team back. We'll see.
Do you have a shot at it?
Try to watch.
The snake? Does the snake have a shot at that one spot?
I had trouble walking to the car today.
I've,
in the hospital.
I've seen you.
So
I walk up the stairs behind you just to make sure you don't fall.
I don't like when you're behind me.
But I'm there to catch you.
Yeah. So
You look like Tim Conway, and
well, first of all, I have to bend my head down to get down, and then so now you have to contend with your ducking.
you know what? Sonny Hostin said on The View about that.
I don't like that show.
I understand. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to tell you. There's a such thing, a real thing called height privilege. This is what she said. There's white privilege, and there's height privilege. First time I ever heard that.
That's a great observation by her.
Yes, it's phenomenal.
So have you been following the baseball at all?
Not really. I haven't gotten back into it. I'm slow
the
getting
Mets
back
are out
into
of
it.
it. The Mets are, they lost 2 out of 3 to the Dodgers. So
What they do against the Phillies? I know they won one.
They won 2 out of 3.
They won
to the
2 out of
Phillies.
3 against the Phillies. Phillies are in a little bit of a slide.
The Yankees beat them 2 out of 3 too
Yeah.
on the weekend. The Mets rebounded yesterday and they trounced the Braves 14-3.
They're blaming Mattingly,
Well,
the talking heads.
they were 19 under. I think when he got the job, he brought them back. I mean,
Right.
You know,
Yeah, well,
and so the Yankees played the White Sox last night and they won.
they won.
Yeah,
Yep.
they won 9-5, and they just had come off beating.
I'm casually
Phillies
paying
2 out of
attention.
Yeah,
In a couple of weeks, I'll be back into it, but I tend to come back slow after the All-Star game.
but the Yankees lost Bellinger out 4 to 6 weeks. Now they're missing Bellinger,
Sure, and Judge.
Judge, Stanton, and they're trying to get some pitchers
Stan's
back.
hurt every year.
Yeah, he's hurt every year.
He comes up to the plate dressed like RoboCop.
Yeah,
I don't even know how he swings a bat with all the braces and supports he's got on. He's like young Forrest Gump. I'm waiting for him to run to first and have all the braces break off and fall.
well, he
fall
got
aside.
hurt. He got hurt jogging from second to third, watching like the ball was hit to the outfield. And so you're turning, looking at to see if the guy caught it, and he was just halfway jogging. He got hurt 2 months ago, and then he's rehabbing, and he hurt the other calf. So it's a different calf. Now he's coming back. Judge might not be back till September. I'm not.
Now
looking.
it's September. Yeah.
Well, they said he can't
Because it
even-
was the 15th originally, right? August 15th.
yeah, but then when he did the MRI during the All-Star break, it showed the rib is still not healed.
Busted rib is tough, man.
And they're saying that he's not even going to start baseball activity till the middle of August.
You know what I say about a broken rib? I
What?
made this up too. It only hurts when you breathe. I made that up too.
You made that up? I
Yeah.
hear that from a lot of people, though, because
Well,
people that have a broken rib say
a
that
lot
all
of
the time.
people have been talking.
Well, no.
Do you know a lot of people have broken a rib?
Well, Ronnie broke his rib. He says, I can't breathe. I know people. When I hurt my ribs, they weren't broken. I couldn't, I hurt the, I don't think you actually made up anything.
No,
but it was,
I didn't.
You made it into a joke. I give you credit.
All right.
I'll give you credit for the.
I don't remember anyone saying it before me.
I don't know. So football is starting to. Practice started today, Dan. I don't know if you know that.
Jet's schedule was released, and the Raiders are coming to town.
The Raiders are coming to
That'd
town.
be a fun game.
Are you going?
November 1st. No, God, no.
No.
I don't go to MetLife.
No, that's a terrible place to watch a game unless you're sitting down low. I get a lot of offers to go to the games. I just don't go. I can't-
Offers from sponsors?
No,
Oh.
from guys that have tickets.
Is that because you can't find a hotel?
No, because they leave at 7 in the morning. The game don't start till 1. I can't stand on that concrete for 5 hours.
They have chairs.
That's macadam. not concrete.
Well, there's both. It depends on where you park.
Well, if you're on the sidewalk, it's concrete.
That's concrete.
If you're on the parking lot where they tailgate, it's macadam.
Or asphalt.
Same thing.
And it's a lot of walking.
Nobody calls it macadam anymore.
I just did.
I know,
What do you
but
call
nobody
it?
else
So,
but you.
so I'm nobody.
I didn't. Yeah, maybe. I
You
don't
call
know.
it asphalt?
Asphalt. Did you just say asphalt?
Asphalt.
No,
Is that what
it's
you call it?
asphalt.
Is that what Rob calls it? Asphalt? I always call it asphalt.
Well, anyway, though, that would be a fun game. If I went to a game, then that would be the one I'd want to go to. 'Cause
What's the
Well, I always liked the Raiders. I was always fond of that team. But
Stabler's not playing in the game.
I see, and that's the problem. Stabler as Alzado,
Casper, they're not playing in the game.
Matusak, kick him in the head, Ted Hendricks. They Ben Davidson.
Yeah, they're not playing.
They're not alive.
No.
But Mendoza,
Good story there. We'll see
Yeah,
how he does.
yep.
Nice kid.
you got College Athlete of the Year at the ESPYs. Knicks
By
got
the way,
Team of the Year.
the ESPYs, the Knicks cleaned up.
Knicks won everything.
Jalen Bronson won 3.
Yep.
OG won for the best play of the year with the tip in. And then the Team of the Year.
And they're an entertaining group. They're funny how they break each other's balls and stuff. They're fun.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's because, I mean, listen, they won in college too. They were,
They're tight,
And I think that core group, having that winning kind of pedigree, really helped them, Dan.
So golf was this weekend. The 3M Open.
Right.
It looked like they cleaned all the homeless off the golf course before the tournament, so I didn't see any homeless. But this kid Jackson Koivin, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. He just turned pro after Father's Day. I think this was his 4th start as a pro, and he won the tournament. And he won it at 25 under and shot a 61.
Jesus.
And Scheffler came in second at 21 under. And any other tournament of the year, he wins. This kid just shot lights out. And there's some really good young players. Michael Kim shot a 59. Koivin on his 61 shot a 28 on 9. It's just, I never saw so many circles on a scorecard in my life. Just crazy good golf. But I mean, Scotty shot a 63, a 64, and a 65 and a 70 and can't win. He's still 4 strokes back from the winner.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's not, Scheffler had to walk off the course thinking, listen, what do I got to do? What do I got to do to win a tournament again? But these young guys are just tearing it up. 21 years old.
What's the next big match?
The tournament?
The FedEx? Is that the next big?
Well,
they're still gathering
the
points
FedEx is going to start. FedEx is going to start, I think, in 2 weeks. Maybe next week, 2 weeks. So that'll be fun. The BMW is one of them. I think the BMW is the first big one. But
they're gathering points all through.
Yeah, but they changed the format of the final.
Because last year was it Scheffler was winning way up on points and still didn't win it?
Well, because what they did is there used to be an advantage with points.
Right.
And you were given a handicap. So if you came in first place, you started the tournament at 10 under. You were given 10 strokes off the score.
Okay.
And then the person in second place started 8 under, and then 7 under, 6 under, like that. They did away with that last year. And you all start from 0, like a regular tournament. I don't like it. I think they should have an advantage, because what's the incentive to play in these tournaments if not to accumulate points to get an advantage at Eastlake? But Tommy Fleetwood won it last year.
I remember Mark telling me Scheffler's going to win it. He can't, unless he breaks his leg, he can't lose. And then I don't know if he knew that they changed the format.
No, I didn't know until they
why.
started the tournament.
Yeah.
And I was bummed because I like that. I think they deserve an advantage. Maybe not that big of one, but there should be some kind of advantage.
Yeah.
For playing consistently good all year and racking up points.
It's got to be
Because
Better
what's
way
the
to do
sense? What's the sense of having points?
Yeah.
It's totally made it irrelevant. So I don't know. Who knows what they're going to do this year? But I love that tournament, that final at East Lake in Atlanta. I love that tournament. I love that course. I love watching that tournament. And it's exciting. They're playing $22 million on the line. $22 million to the winner. Now you can win the tournament and not win the FedEx Cup because it's two separate things, two separate trophies. But a lot of times, like Rory won them both. So he won the tournament and won the FedEx Cup. I mean, he paid for half his $50 million house with one shot, And but it's not a major, so it doesn't count as a major. There's only 4 of those. But, and it's an annuity. It's paid out over 10 years, I think. But still, they're gonna make $2 million a year for the next 10 years, whether they pick up a golf club or not. Now Scheffler, I'd like to know what he was paid to play in this tournament, because most of the time after a major, especially the British Open, they don't play the next tournament because they got to fly home and there's a time difference and jet lag and all that. But Scheffler went right from Scotland to Minnesota. And from what they said during the announcers, is the ticket sales quadrupled once Scheffler said he was playing, once he signed
They
on.
must have got him.
So they paid him something. He probably made more just showing up than Koivu won winning the tournament. Who
They
knows?
They needed somebody to
Right.
get the fans.
Because they didn't have any real stars playing in it because the British Open was the week before.
Right.
So, but that's what I got on golf. It was a fun tournament though. I like watching these young guys just tear it up. The 340-yard drives, and then they're 180 out and they're hitting an 8-iron, a 9-iron. I don't have the club to get 180 yards practically. These guys are hitting it with a wedge.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. But you've been paying attention to politics?
Yes, I have.
So go ahead.
Well, I obviously the voter fraud in New Jersey was a big topic.
6,600.
Yeah, that if it's 6,600, well, they're saying it's more like 35,000.
Well, and they're only claiming 400 of those people voted.
Yeah, it's just this is why they brought these people here. So now, and it was 4 states. It was California, Nevada, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, but it was a lot more spread than that.
And my favorite part of it was Mikey Sherrill's speech. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I did.
It was found 3 years ago. It happened 3 years ago. So she blamed Trump, who wasn't in office.
Who wasn't in office. I heard her blame everybody, but, well, she even said something about Murphy.
She blamed Murphy.
And then she said the company that did it, and they came out and said, it's not us. There's nobody checking IDs.
Right, there you go.
And that's what this whole thing's about. And I don't know how they can't push this thing across. I keep hearing they're going to try to get this pushed across. The SAVE Act I'm talking about.
Right.
But...
the stupid thing is...
400,000 dead people voted again.
Here's the stupid thing. I went to DMV yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Found out I needed an appointment just to transfer registration. Okay?
I could have told you that.
Okay, well, I didn't think to call you.
They called the DMV.
Next time you will.
So it didn't matter. I was in
No.
Newton anyway.
Right.
So it wasn't a big deal. But I went online to see what I needed to I haven't transferred a registration myself in a few years. Dealerships do it, So I needed like 3
6.
forms of ID, including a valid driver's license, to transfer the truck.
Did you
Okay?
get your real ID yet?
No.
That's like...
Right, but that's 6
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
You need 6 points
Yeah.
to do that. But, I made a joke once. I went to the pharmacy to get a prescription. I had to show my ID. You go to the liquor store, you need to show an ID. And yes, even at our age, some liquor stores ask for ID. I haven't found one yet, but that's what I hear. But I labeled like 6 places I went where I needed to show an ID. But the one place that day I didn't need to show it was to vote.
Well, don't you remember what during the wintertime, Mondami says, I'm going to hire people to shovel snow? But you got to bring
Like,
ID.
it had
to
two
prove-
forms of
yeah.
ID.
But yet, if you vote, I don't understand. You don't need. Why do
Right.
you have to do that? What?
Yeah. So I don't understand it. I don't understand how the left says that it's racist. You can't go get Sudafed without an ID. And
Well, you got to. If you go to the bank, people see you in the same bank all the time. Sometimes the teller doesn't know you. They want
you
to
got to
see
show ID.
You have to either have your debit card and an ID.
I stop at Quick Check on my way to work in the morning. People are buying Skoal. They have to show an ID,
Yeah, but not to vote.
but not to vote.
Yeah.
And, licenses have the barcode. Quick Check scans that barcode of the license for you to buy chewing tobacco.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ludicrous.
It just doesn't, there's
this
no
is, this
logic.
is their whole plan to get everybody here. That's what they were doing.
There's no logic. And since we're on that, you saw the interview on Sunday with the co-chair of the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America, that Shannon Bream did.
Yeah.
So I just wrote a few things.
Yeah.
They want to abolish the Senate.
Senate,
They want to abolish the presidency.
president, yep.
They want to abolish prisons. They want
Supreme Court.
the Supreme Court, and they want to give amnesty to every illegal person who's here illegally.
They want to get rid of ICE and open the borders up.
Now,
Defund the police, too.
here's my question, though. Here's what I haven't heard asked yet, but I also haven't heard an answer to it. Who's going to run the country? So are they saying only the House of Representatives? Because they say the House of Representatives is the only body that fairly represents the country. Now, the reason the Senate exists with 2 members from each state is because the House of Representatives is based on population, and the Senate is 2 members.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Any
So Wyoming, which is the least populated state in the country,
state still has 2.
still has 2 senators. It's equal representation in the Senate.
Yeah.
And the Senate is the higher ranking body, so they police what the House of Representatives does.
Right.
So, they're supposed to be the voice of reason. They haven't been in a few years, but they're supposed to be. But I haven't heard them talk about how the country will be run.
They just know that they want them out.
They don't want cops, so they want to empty the prisons and abolish the prison system, but they don't want police, they don't want law enforcement, and they don't want immigration enforcement because they want the country to be open border to anyone that wants to come in.
Yeah.
And automatic citizenship. So basically they want to burn the Constitution and create chaos coast to coast. That's what they want.
That's how Rome fell.
And Hawaii and Alaska. Yes,
That's how Rome fell.
which is why that form of government has never succeeded.
No, it hasn't succeeded. Mind-boggling.
It-
And then you got the person in Michigan running, says he's not a socialist, but Assad Hassim or whatever his name is. I don't know. The guy in Michigan.
The guy in Michigan, Al Sayed,
That's it.
the doctor who's not a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, you heard what he said
I'm a
about.
capitalist. I'm not a socialist.
Did you hear what he said about Fetterman?
No.
Put one ogre on a pike, and it sends a message.
Oh, that's nice.
So Fetterman said, "Listen, I'd rather be Senator Shrek than a socialist," and which I thought was a great comeback. But so that the violence in that statement,
Yeah.
is because Fetterman criticized him. So his answer to that was, "We should cut your head off and put it on a pike."
Well, that's how these people think.
Yeah, it's which by the way, the Iranians are killing people again. They're back to executing the public again. So yeah, that's how their mind works. But you know what's funny is when I listen to them speak, and I did make this word up. I did it this weekend.
You made up another word?
I made up a word. So remember last time I said the great distraction? I called Trump the great distraction.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't taken yet, but I think it will. Libsplaining. So you have mansplaining. Well, I call it libsplaining.
Okay.
When the liberals are explaining to us how we're all white supremacists and privileged and how our government's not run correctly. So when I listen to AOC talking or I listen to Ilhan Omar talking, that's libsplaining.
I like that. It's catchy. It's like, and Trump didn't do it, but they blamed him. Jimmy Kimmel's out They canceled him because they don't want freedom of speech.
And Colbert. Right.
Sophie Cunningham, who's the basketball player, the women's
Right.
basketball, who's phenomenal.
Love her. Yep.
She's great. All she said was, I worry about the kids. The the girls got to play with the girls, and the boys got to play with the boys. That's the way I
And
believe.
and
And
she's-
she's not backtracked. And they said she should be suspended by the league.
Right.
Well, wait a minute. You just said there's freedom of speech. But Jimmy Kimmel can say what he wants. She didn't say anything wrong. She said what everybody knows, except for this bizarro world group of people that
Right.
think everything is the same. There's only one pronoun or whatever you want to call it.
Well, there's 6 genders according to the candidate in Texas. There's 6 genders.
6.
6. I haven't heard him explain it yet.
No,
But
a
that's what he
tough-
said,
That's
6
a tough to
genders.
explain. I think that's a tough one. But
But-
I mean,
But
I don't know. It's just the same old garbage.
the big story.
Yeah.
Fauci.
Mhm.
Fauci's back in the news. How they got access to his journal, I don't know. I haven't heard that yet. But apparently he was on quite the high during COVID and liking the popularity that the left gave him. Put him on magazine covers. He threw
He
out,
was
threw out
hanging
the
out with
first
Barbara
pitch.
Streisand. I saw that.
Yeah, he became a superstar.
And got pardoned. So,
And preemptive pardon.
mhm. Just like Hunter. Preemptive
I
pardon.
wonder who signed it.
Oh, he had the EpiPen, they used to call it, right? The
That's AutoPen.
auto pen.
EpiPen is for allergies.
I was close. You got the meaning.
They but he's going in front of the hearing tomorrow, and there's 3 senators who are medical doctors. Rand Paul is leading the fight, but he called out Fauci during COVID.
Yeah.
He was calling him out constantly. He was saying kids should be back in school. He was saying we don't need 6 feet of separation. 20-year-olds don't need the vaccine. And turned out Rand Paul was correct.
Right.
But so that's going to be interesting. Comer's going for blood like he always does. But he's just going to take the 5th. And what they're saying the pardon doesn't include is lying to
Lying
Congress.
well, if you're lying to Senate, then now you're starting a perjury thing.
Right. So, lying to Congress is the name of the charge. Lying
Oh,
to Congress.
Lying to Congress.
And
So you got to take the 5th then.
correct.
Because if you don't take the 5th,
They can charge him.
they could charge you.
Right. The pardon doesn't include that.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. But aren't they just wasting money at this point?
But how crazy is it? 2 years ago, one of the last things the Biden administration did was give Fauci a preemptive pardon for anything back to 2014. They went back 10 years.
Because that all helped him get elected, the COVID. Helped him, the whole thing helped him get elected.
Oh, yeah.
He wouldn't have won that election.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I'm still.
I personally think Fauci should be called on the carpet. I do.
okay.
I think he should be held accountable.
Look, I still don't understand what we're going to do with this. I still, when Trump explains it to me, I still don't understand how he's going to finish this war off. Now they want to talk again. He keeps saying the same thing every other week. Yeah, I know he doesn't want to put boots on the ground, and that's what he's stalling about. But I don't
that's
see
the big stall.
Don't know
Yeah.
how you're going to finish it off. I mean, they hit Kuwait yesterday again. I mean, I don't know how you're going to stop them because they're just stalling for time.
Well, maybe so are we. Because we're rebuilding weaponry now too.
Yeah.
But he's taken out bridges. They've taken out, financial districts. They've really knocked the shit out of him for the last 2.5 weeks. So,
But we did the same thing to Berlin, and you still had to go in there. I'm not to make the same comparison; it's a different type of war. But
yeah, but they still lost half of it. Russia still took half of Berlin.
yeah,
Yeah. Nothing was achieved other than you beat the Nazis.
right,
Which is a big deal.
big
But
deal.
Berlin was destroyed and then cut in half, and half of it became communist.
Yep. We shall see, my friend.
Rob?
Yeah,
You got
still
anything?
awake.
Okay, just making sure because we're going to need you to hit the button
All right.
Are you up for it?
You let me know when you're done talking gibber jabbering.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I hope so.
At the
Next week's the big year anniversary.
The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
All right, guys.
See ya.
Bye.